Hey guys, it's Joe Nathan here, and I'm here with an initial impressions of a new car for rFactor2. It's the Ford GTE 2018 released by United Racing Designs. It is known as the Detroit EGT. Since it is a payware mod URD like they usually do, or always do rather, they renamed the manufacturer to something else like Detroit, so it's still recognizable, but it is different. That being said, the price is not too steep actually. €4, about $4.50 US. I think that's a fair price for this car. As far as, like I said, the name being different, everything else is what you'd expect here. So you're buying a Ford GTE. You're not buying a fantasy car. So, how does this car stack up? Well, for initial impressions, it looks like you'd expect. It's not going to be perfect. It's not laser scanned. However, it is a very top-notch 3D model. As far as the car goes, it's got that recognizable rear end, the tail lights. I mean, it looks like the Angry Bird's face. The steering wheel looks great. The cockpit looks great. It looks like you'd expect. The sounds are what you don't expect. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing as a whole. It's just one like feature about it that is realistic. It's just I didn't expect it. Now, the sounds themselves, the engine sounds great, but there's going to be this weird like buzzing sound when you're on the brakes. Not always, but sometimes when you're on the brakes, you'll notice it right here. So there it is, and if you haven't noticed it already, yeah, it's kind of obnoxious. It's not that bad, but it's kind of obnoxious, and it is realistic. You can hear it here, and that was from the 2018 Daytona 24 Hours on board. So yeah, it's a real sound that exists. And you can hear the onboard, and then the exterior cam right there. They sound great. The engines themselves, just that whizzing sound. If you can get over that hump, if you can get into driving this thing, and it is a very easy drive. This car is going to be popular for the experts, but also the beginners. They'll be able to handle this car. This is kind of reminds me of like the USF 2000, where anyone can drive it, but it's not so easy to drive it fast. And we have the same deal here with this car, just like you'd expect with the GTE car. Lots of downforce, not a whole lot of power. But this car especially, I noticed that the rear end likes to slide around a lot. And the tires themselves, once you start really heating them up, you heat them up too much, too often, you're going to spin eventually. Even though you feel like you're on the edge of grip always, you're never really in danger of actually losing control and spinning until you eventually do. So it's kind of hard to feel that exact breaking point, but once you reach it, you reach it. And this is a great car, I feel like, initially. I mean, it's a lot of fun to drive. It's easy to pick up and just start wheeling it. And more importantly, I feel like this is going to be a car that if it makes its way to some sort of championship, some sort of well-known league, that it's going to be a popular one. It's going to be a popular car to drive. It looks good, feels good, everything about it is good, besides that one little buzzing noise, but again, it does exist in real life, so I could probably look past it. That being said, for the price of the car, for initial reactions, I'm going to say this car right here, if you're willing, if you're a fan of payware, if you're willing to pay the price, it's not a bad price, and I would pick it up if I were you. I definitely don't regret it. As far as driving this thing goes, like I said, it's a pretty relaxing, straightforward, refreshing drive here for rFactor2, and you can't go wrong with that. So, there you go. That's the Ford GTE presented to you by United Racing Designs. I think I did an excellent job here. Let me know what you guys think about this car in the comment section down below. That's pretty much it for me. I'll see you guys later. Until then, have a great day.